Hi guys, it's Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. So today I have for you all a bit of a vlog. I thought I'd vlog my day. Today I have for you all like a kind of school vlog, day in the life of school. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this yet because I'm such a good YouTuber. But yeah, I just thought I'd vlog my school day and show you guys what it's like. It's a bit difficult to record because basically I want to be a lawyer and I don't know if it's illegal to record my teachers on Zoom. I'm 90% sure that it is, so don't want to risk that. So I'm actually really happy to announce that this video is in collaboration with Wondershare Sign X. Now, Wondershare Sign X is an amazing professional electronic signature platform which you can quickly and securely sign your business documents basically anywhere you want to. It's an alternative to DocuSign as it's cheaper and useful. It's obviously legal and secure. You can bulk send things, get email notifications, and it's really fast and simple, especially when you're sending more kind of confidential, secure documents. You want to make sure that you're doing that via a really good, strong legal software. So I would definitely recommend Wondershare Sign X. So they have very kindly given me a 30% discount link in the description. So if you guys click on that, I'll make it very clear. You guys can get 30% off, and I would really highly recommend it. I'll also pin a comment with the link on as well. So yeah, definitely check out the description to get that 30% off link. And yeah, I would really highly recommend it. So definitely check Wondershare Sign X out. Hello, so it is now like 9 o'clock or something like that, and I basically have a form Zoom. There's like 5 people from year 12 and about 5 from year 13, and obviously now the year 13s don't have to join them. But I basically kind of joined a little bit late. I was like 5 minutes late. And our school has a safeguarding policy where you cannot have less than 2 people on a Zoom with a teacher. Like one-on-ones aren't allowed. So yeah, because I joined like 5 minutes late, there was only one other person who had joined the start time. So him and my form tutor were waiting, and then he had left the call by the time that I had joined the call. And then obviously we couldn't have a form meeting as he'd already gone and I hadn't arrived, if that makes sense, on time. But I think there was just a bit of miscommunication. I don't think I don't think everyone knew that there was a form Zoom, and I know one of my friends, he had an appointment or something, so he couldn't join anyways. That was a bit of a shame as I do really like my form. But yeah, next I have at 9:15 a Zoom with my RE teacher for an hour and a half. For like the entire lesson. Most of my Zooms are for the entire lesson. It's very rare that they're not if I do have a Zoom. So it's now about 10:30. It's now my break time. I just had RE, which was really good. It was like with one of my favourite teachers, and I always love his lessons. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did it in my bed, so I didn't take any clips because basically always for form it's on my phone. I literally am like half asleep and I've got my camera off, and 9 times out of 10 my microphone off. But for RE, like I obviously like engaged in the lesson, just kept my camera off because I was in bed and I didn't want anyone to know that. I also don't think that's allowed. Like I swear in the like conduct thing that we had, you have to be like dressed and like semi like presentable. We had a lovely like kind of debate, but it wasn't really a debate as we all agreed just about like current affairs and what's going on in the world. We study obviously different ethical theories and morals and like just loads of different things which relate obviously heavily into like different affairs, especially obviously like the Black Lives Matter movement and then discrimination. So we just talked about that for a bit, which it does relate. It wasn't like completely off on a tangent, but I think it's so important to have those conversations in class, and my teacher's lovely, and we was all agreeing and just saying about how our school can do better. So yeah, it was a good chat. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead now and probably get ready for the day. So I've just finished getting ready. I basically just put some makeup on and had some breakfast and watched Netflix, and that was basically it. But now I've got English, so I've got a quad. So basically the first half is with one teacher, and we actually don't have a Zoom with him as we're currently doing coursework. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read like one of the books that I need to read and try and get through that. I'm basically doing like Individuals in Wartime, and I'm reading Journey's End, which is like a tiny book by R.C. Sheriff. And then the other one is, I think it's called Half of the Yellow Sun. I've not started that one yet, and that one's by Chimam. I don't know how you pronounce her name, so I'm not gonna like even attempt it. And I read one of her kind of like passages last year for GCSE. It was Danger of a Single Story. It's a really famous TED talk. I thought that was really good, so I decided to do that one, and that's, like I said, Individuals in Wartime, which is quite like appealing to me. It was either do that one or like Social Control within the Crucible and another book which was a dystopian, so I didn't want to do that because we already do a lot of dystopian fiction within the course that I'm doing, so I didn't really want to do that. I kind of wanted to branch out and do something different. Yes, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm going to quickly read a bit of that before my lesson. After that I have a lesson with my other teacher whom we've just finished reading 1984 with, and yeah, so that's basically what I'm going to be doing for the next like 45 minutes. Okay, so I kind of didn't really read that much of Journey's End, which is fine because I can read it at lunchtime or in my free, which is after lunch, so that sounds like a future me problem to deal with. Yeah, I really don't know where the time went, but I didn't do what I wanted to do. But now, as I said, I'm just waiting for my English teacher to join the Zoom. I think her other lessons like ran on a little bit, so I think she's running a little bit late, but I've literally just remembered that I was supposed to read the appendix of 1984 before this lesson, and have I done that? No, so I'm hoping that she doesn't ask about it. Wow, this lighting is just so good. As I was saying, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be doing as we finished reading 1984, and that's what we were kind of like annotating and going through. So my English lesson's just finished. We basically just watched like a video on context, as like I said before, there's not really much we can start. Yeah, I just made like a few notes. We went through like essay structure and then watched like a quick like 10-minute video on context of 1984. And yeah, so that's kind of all we did. It felt like it went really quickly. So yeah, now it's lunchtime. I'm gonna go ahead and tidy my room because let me just tell you, my room is such a mess. It's so embarrassing. Yesterday, because we're having like our house renovated, I say our house, like I've bought it, my mum's house is being renovated, and yesterday one of the like builder decorator people came into my room. My room's kind of already done, I just need a carpet and curtains, and yes, I'm filming a room transformation video and I'll do a room tour once it's finished, but it's taken like 10,000 years to get done because, you know, we had this little thing called like a global pandemic, so it kind of put a halt on everything. But obviously my room being redecorated was like the last thing on my mind. So this painter decorator person was doing my mum's bedroom, and he came in to paint like these two things on my like secret door in my like back wall where my wallpaper is, black, because they were white so you could see it a little bit more. And I didn't realise because I was seeing my dad because it was Father's Day, so I didn't realise he was coming into my room, so I didn't think to tidy it. So he came into my bedroom when it was like incredibly messy and there was like shit all over the floor. So we love that for me. It's really embarrassing because there's still a lot of rooms that need to be done, so he's going to be in our house still, and yeah, just loving life, you know. It's just great. So I'm going to tidy my room because lessons learnt, and then because I'm not that hungry, I'm just going to go ahead and start my work that's due for history, which is after lunch. I then have a free, and then my history is at 10 past 3, so I've got quite a while before then, but I'm just going to get started on it because yeah, that's what I'm going to do basically. So I've kind of semi-tidied up my desk. This is what we're working with. I need to find where the work is. Like, I love my history teacher so much, bless her, she's such a little saint. She sets us like 10 tasks every single lesson, like it's kind of a joke. But I never know what work it's due, so I literally have to ask pretty much before every single lesson, like, what is the homework? And other people have to tell me because she never puts it on like our online kind of homework log database thing. Like, she just doesn't do that, so I'm always a bit confused about what's actually the work. I swear she said we had to listen to a podcast, but people are saying in the group chat we need to watch videos, analyze sources. I'm just a bit confused, so I'm gonna try and figure it out. She also, bless her, attaches like 10 different things every single lesson. That's not 10, that's 4, but you know what I mean, to every single like task. And it's kind of crazy, and my laptop is like pretty much nearly full with storage, and I don't print things off, and then I feel like I don't have all my notes together, and then I just feel like I'm not going to get the grade that I want to get, and then I feel like I'm not going to go to the university that I want to go to, and I'm just not going to be a lawyer, and then it's just all going to go to shit, all because I just don't print off all the things that she sends me. So there is a podcast. I found 2 podcasts and I found some sources, so I'm just going to do those and hope for the best, really.
17, the Immigration Act of 1917, ethnic was not a term that was used in the interwar period of time.
Okay, so I've just finished notes on the podcast. It was on attitudes to early 20th century immigration in the USA, which we've all been taught before. It's just kind of like hearing it from different academics and see if there's any different takes on it and interesting bits and bobs. And also, I actually find listening to podcasts really helpful. I always forget to do it like independently. However, over summer I might see if I could like maybe listen to some, but my history teacher absolutely swears by them, and she always recommends them and gets us to listen to them, and I actually think that they're really helpful, and I find that kind of note making helpful, like listening to someone and then writing it down. So I mean, my notes are definitely not cute or anything like that, like they're just so messy, but they're just rough notes that I can just like shove in my folder. So now I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and read through this source, which is on Al Capone. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. On Mondays, like this kind of triple free that I have is usually dedicated to my EPQ, or that's what it's like at school. We have like talk skills sessions and stuff like that. So I think I'm quickly going to look at making a new grant chart or something like that and just get a bit more organized with it, because I'm supposed to have my planning review meeting deadline thing this week, or was it last Friday? But all the deadlines are really loose for EPQ now because of the whole lockdown thing. I'm just gonna try and figure out some things of what to do, because I'm a little bit confused and it's kind of stressing me out a little bit, so yeah. So I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be of interest to anybody, but I thought I'd quickly mention it because, like, why not? I find these folders so helpful. So I'll leave them linked. They're really good quality. I had a big pink one, which is under my desk, but can I be bothered to get it out? No. Which the pink one that I had, I can't find a link for anything similar to it. Had the expanding file within it, but then also a section where you could have notes and then a mini ring binder in the middle, so you could fit loads in it. And it was really durable, but then it kind of started to break a little bit, like the expanding file section. But I think that this is so helpful. So basically what I do and how I stay organized. So essentially, I don't know where all my history stuff is for this teacher, so that's a bit concerning, so I don't know where I put that. It's just like an expanding file, and I basically just have all my current work within here. It makes it a lot more easier to have access to things, and then when I've finished with the topic, I just put it into like a folder, and I just find it that way. It's so much easier, and especially when I was at school, it's so much easier to carry around the whole of this than like 3 big chunky folders. So yeah, I would highly recommend, just in case you're interested. But yeah.
The 14th Amendment is the one that the civil rights movement will use again and again to argue that segregation goes against those citizenship rights. That if you are a citizen, you should be entitled to a free and fair education, for example. It's a massive part of the Brown versus Board of Education court case.
I am honestly, like, ridiculously tired. I'm fighting every urge not to fall asleep. I kind of sat on my bed and missed the mess. I'm not going to show you my bed because I've just put everything that was on the floor on the bed, which you can probably see in the mirror. I don't want to go for a nap because I had a nap yesterday and it always just messes up my sleep schedule. So I feel like that's just not a good idea, but I feel like I'm like really fighting the urge not to fall asleep. So I just had history and I did print off one of the PowerPoints, but then I decided to just annotate them on the computer rather than like write them down. Just makes things a bit neater. So I decided to do that instead. I'm just gonna like print them off a different day. I'll probably forget about it, but again, another future me problem. For now, as it's the end of my school day, I feel like this has been a really crap vlog, but as it's the end of my school day, I'm just gonna like chill and maybe like watch some YouTube or something and just like chill, because as I said, I'm really tired, so I might take a nap. Like, I know I shouldn't take a nap, but like I really want to take a nap. Like, do you feel my issue? So it's now like 5:30. I didn't go to sleep. I kind of just like imported some of my clips, did some YouTube bits and bobs, and then I just watched a tiny bit of Netflix. But I'm just gonna have this on in the background. So I'm watching The Island, which isn't like island, it's like island, and it's quite good. I think it's just like good to have on in the background. And I'm just gonna make some notes on like the topic of an essay that's due. I've already done quite a bit of it. How many pages? I've done like, yeah, like 5. So it's a little bit later on, it's now 9 o'clock, so I'm basically the crappiest vlogger in the whole entire world. Like, that's pretty evident at this point. But I kind of just had my tea and then chatted with my like family for a bit and things like that. FaceTimed one of my friends for probably about an hour and online shopped. So I'm going to make another Zara order and then an ASOS order, so I might do an ASOS haul. I don't know if it's a bit too soon to do another Zara haul, so let me know if you guys want to see that. So yeah, I'm going to order those things tonight because as the weather's getting sunnier, I'm just like, I'm just like, there's nothing to wear that I like. I just look crap in everything. So I basically have like an hour and a half until I'm going to FaceTime my boyfriend. So I've done a few more notes on like soul, mind and body. I don't know why I wrote it like that because I'd usually say mind, body and soul, but whatevs. So yeah, I've just made like not that many but a few notes. So yeah, this last like hour and a half before like I get ready for bed. I tend to just get ready for bed on FaceTime. Where's my voice gone? What the hell is going on? I'm gonna make a to-do list of what I need to do for tomorrow, like I just said. Order my clothes from ASOS and Zara, and then read some of my coursework book. So yeah. So it's now about 10:30 and I'm just taking off my makeup. And yeah, I've not had like the most productive night, and that's about it for today really. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then let me know by giving it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always leave below any video requests if you have any. If anyone wonders, I'm just using the Clinique Take the Day Off makeup remover. But yeah, I hope you guys are all like well and safe, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna leave you all here. Mwah.